It began with whispers, then roared into full-blown vitriol, and it wasn't about policy or housing, transit, or taxes. It was about who Zohran Mamdani was. When he surged ahead in the race to become the first Muslim mayor of New York City, something ugly reared its head. Suddenly, headlines weren't just about votes, they were about his faith, his background, and wild, dangerous fantasies that he might celebrate another 9/11 if he ever got into office. The suggestion was so grotesque that even the term Islamophobia, long used by civil rights groups, seemed almost inadequate to describe the scale of it. It didn't take long before mainstream figures, not just fringe trolls, joined the chorus. In a radio interview, a well-known former governor helped spread the talking point. "Imagine Mamdani in charge during a terror attack," they said, almost laughing at the absurdity of it. These weren't private messages in anonymous forums. They were broadcast statements from public figures with audiences of thousands. Mamdani didn't shrug it off. Instead, he found himself confronting racism and xenophobia head-on. He spoke publicly about the hate he and his family had endured and the way it struck at the heart of the city he was trying to lead. "I get messages that say the only good Muslim is a dead Muslim," he said in a stunning and raw moment that revealed just how personal the attacks had become. These weren't distant political jabs, they were death threats, messages aimed not just at his campaign but at his very existence in public life. The hate didn't stay online. Law enforcement officials confirmed that the NYPD's Hate Crimes Task Force was investigating recordings of voicemail threats targeting Mamdani's safety, including a message threatening to blow up his car. To many observers, the intensity of the backlash exposed a deep fault line in American politics, one where fear, religion, and identity could be twisted into a weapon against a candidate simply for being who he was. Still, Mamdani responded not with silence but conviction. He stepped up to a microphone outside a Bronx mosque, eyes steady, voice clear, and spoke not just as a politician but as a human being who had felt the sting of prejudice. He said fear shouldn't define Muslim New Yorkers. He said no one should feel branded a threat because of their faith. And he committed to embracing his identity, not hiding from it, a stark contrast to those who suggested he mute his own heritage to succeed. In doing so, Mamdani didn't just fight for a political office, he confronted a centuries-old pattern of bias in American society. The Islamophobic rhetoric didn't go away overnight, but his refusal to be silenced sent a message that reverberated far beyond New York City's mayoral race. It was a statement that in the heart of one of the world's most diverse cities, leadership should be about